to Genesis Retold. It's time for the lower bracket where things really matter because this is do or die. And our first lower bracket of the day is going to be a best of 3 between El Matador and Tunison.
An Atlantean mirror.
Ooh. This used to favor Kronos, right? But nowadays I'm not so sure.
Guy has been moving up the food chain.
The weird part as well I'm thinking about here is like the guy has not only been moving up the food chain, but we're also talking about Alfheim as an opening map.
Yeah.
That's a really good defensive one. Looking elsewhere in the draft, really surprised there wasn't a Zeus pick when Anatolia comes out.
This is also Matador's like last picked god as well.
Oh, sorry, yeah, he did get Zeus. I'm an idiot. I'm catching up. Yeah, so Zeus is going to be strong. We saw Freya earlier. I think that lost, right? Freya didn't work out. Maybe there's like a raw plan there for Tunison, possibly set. But that is going to be something to answer. So this opening game is going to be really important for him. But I think with the guy pick, it does somewhat favor him. And I guess that leaves Tundra, which is likely going to be... Okay, I feel like Norse has been looking really good against Egypt. So without like...
Norse has been looking good, period, like this entire
Facts.
tournament. Yeah.
It's like, I'm wondering, Matador has a really strong draft, man. I think this first game is pivotal for Tunison. If he loses it, we might just be looking at a 2-0.
I don't know. This one, I feel like this one could go to the third game.
I like it. I like it too. I mean, I like the distance, right? I like it not being just a stomp. You want that back and forth fair. I haven't caught too much of Matador. We saw that he at least took one game in his upper bracket, right? Tunison's had some issues, right? When we looked at the bracket and we looked at the games earlier, I think the issue we came to the conclusion of with Tunison is they could find themselves in positions to end games, but they didn't quite follow through, right? There was that one game with Set, which looked incredible, and I'm glad they've got Set again, because that kind of put them into an aggressive tone where they had to end the game. So we'll have to see if they can hit that, because actually game 1 should be Matador's turn to aggress. We open up in this lower bracket elimination series for Genesis Retold, and we're going to do so on a hunker down map. Alfheim coming in. Fox's Tunison is going to be playing Gaia in the blue.
And on the left-hand side, in the red, playing as Kronos, it is El Matador.
Wow. Kronos, definitely a civ that tends to lean towards the more aggressive tones when we see them time and time again.
Oh, for sure.
Alfheim struggles to give you that type of spawn. There is somewhat of a parting effect going on here, though, right? That center area, quite open, quite easy to assault.
Yeah, so... I assume Guy here is probably not going to be playing too aggressive. We might just see a bunch of Terma or something, right? But what we've seen from these players, obviously in these Atlantean mirrors, we actually end up seeing some people try to go into the catapulties, right, into the counter certain cav later on, especially the Cantadius if they make it to the heroic age. So we'll see. I mean, it really depends on how aggressive the Kronos is, because a lot of times the Kronos will actually do the rush, right, where they'll bring in the temple. And if it goes really well, they might start, teleporting in more, counter barracks and whatnot. But if it doesn't, they'll just teleport back home and it'll go back into like a standard game.
I think one of the big things to kind of look at with Kronos is we've seen some really effective Promethean spam builds. That could pose a problem if Tunison's going to go the popular route right now, which is Oceanus, right? Because then you rely on this idea of beating small clumps of units. You don't deal with Surge well. So maybe I'm sounding a bit crazy here, but I'm wondering if there's a world in which Leto might be on the table for Tunison.
Don't get me excited like that.
I don't know how I feel about Spider Lair. Spider Lair always feels weird, right? Especially, Spider Lair's going to have no value against a Promethean build, but the automatons do scale really well against.
I have not seen them used in this tournament.
No, I've not. I don't think I've seen them used in a competitive tournament.
No.
At all.
They're so cool, though.
Like in theory, they're good. I don't know if the issue is just the stats are too bad, or if it's also it feels a bit too micro-intensive. I mean, you can have them essentially in an auto repair, right? So
yeah.
I'm trying to remember, actually. I think OG Myth might not have had an auto repair, so you had to like manually click them.
Probably.
We'll find out.
You can also look at the relics, I guess.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what we're cooking with here.
Let's see what we got.
Because theoretically, that should be an area that favors Matador. Okay, Pegasus Scouts aren't too bad on a map like this, especially with the funnel points.
Okay, that's good.
That's going to be important for the defensive player here. Yeah,
Another
gold
one.
always
Okay.
useful. Okay, have we got the trifecta? Can we get
Yeah, that's what we
some
got.
food? Nah.
Oh, ooh, actually not bad.
Catapults
Not
comes in much
bad.
later though, right? So it's not
Yeah.
like immediately useful. But I think the interesting thing is the favored trickle would be much more useful for Gaia in this situation because theoretically Matador should get immediate map control. So you're going to struggle to keep these oracles alive, right? So big thing to keep an eye on in this early game is
Look
where
at that
Tunison's
tempo
going to
up
try to
there.
smuggle them, and I love that already. Do you see that oracle in the southern corner? That's really smartly thought out.
Yes.
He could he wrap around the back? Yeah. So this would be even better if he just comes right against the edge because I think you might be on the confines there. But he's pretty much about as good as it gets. The one other place he could go is the west side of that tree line because it is smuggled in a corner.
All right, here we go.
Upgrades coming through. Whoop whoop. Life of
Here it
Kronos. Get
comes. This
freebies.
is the typical Kronos. Oh,
Wow,
he's
I've
actually
never
staying
seen
in your
Kronos do
spots
this
though.
before.
Yeah, he's splitting them up. Splitting them up.
Hmm.
Mm.
Is this
Oh,
scouting more than anything else? Oh, there we go.
it's
Yeah,
the
it was
temple.
scouting.
Okay. He's right. He was trying to quick. That's what the reason he split them up was to quickly find the temple. I think.
Yeah, it chooses a bit of idle time as well, so nice little cherry on top. We should be able to back away. Now, the only downside is you want to make sure you keep the clay boys alive. Ends up losing one. The reason
Yeah.
why you want to keep these alive is it's value play to now go hunt the oracles.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I don't think this rush is going to continue. I think this was
Yeah, so
ooh.
Carnivora.
Get him,
The
Citizen.
immediate promotion. Yes.
Get him, butter knife. Get him.
Wait. He's gonna have to cancel this. He actually has to cancel this. It's too much damage. He ends up losing it.
Ooh. Oh my god, that is rough.
Painful there. That's unfortunate. So this play used to be a lot more broken, if you remember. Carnivora's got nerfed against buildings.
Yep.
They would delete that much quicker. The confidence play there, a little bit too strong. Matador did get some of the resources
Gonna
back.
rebuild
We'll be able to
it.
build.
Yeah.
But it's still an annoying delay. And now your plan is
Absolutely.
revealed.
He's got to teleport that temple back home because that rush is over.
It's pretty cool, though. So now you can take the remaining Prometheans and try to hunt down the oracles. Because Prometheans can still play into the strat. And the whole idea is if you want that to work, your opponent can't have favor generation, right?
Exactly. No, instead he's just running them around. I don't know. Okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah, a little poke.
It's kind of interesting that losing and canceling the same thing. I wonder if I don't know, would people like it if you actually had a full loss of resources if it gets deleted?
Ooh,
If it gets
I
destroyed?
don't know.
Is that too punishing?
Maybe.
Probably.
Some games are like that.
Quite a few RTSs I think are like that.
Yeah, not Prometheus. Yeah, nice slow down from the Calabria.
Yeah, so usually Galadriel are terrible against Prometheans, but when they're not being spammed,
Yep.
it's good enough.
Oh, look at that. 0 military. Just 0.
Wow.
All right.
And the funniest part is that if you told you that this game had Gaia and Kronos in, and I showed you that stat bar, would you think that blue was Kronos or Gaia?
Definitely Kronos. Well,
kinda
he's on
wild.
2 TCs now. His eco is going to get pretty insane. Obviously, fighting against a guy's eco is just naturally really good. But having that first, second TC, you're going to get more villagers out.
It is very early as well, so it looks like the way Tunison's playing this, he might be going for an all-in time on that second TC instead of trying to play like age-free strat, which I like. I think he has a really big momentum swing on his side here, and
He has to
also
upgrade for his towers too, so he really plans on sitting here for a while.
So the tricky thing about this is like you don't have the towers on the second TC, right? And the thing I really like about Caladria here is because you haven't got the bulk as Matador, they are going to be impactful, right? They suck when your opponent has 20, 25, 30 military already.
Let's see here. I guess Matador is just planning on going straight up to heroic. I don't see him doing anything here at all.
No, is he actually? I think he might be upgrading citizens, right? Yeah.
I think Tunison might try to kill him, like as he
That's
goes
what I'm
up
saying.
to
Like
third.
he has to, right? Like this, the window to try and play tech is already closing, but you have a really good time to punish him before this second settlement really pays off, and it's going to require more Mamillo. You have got enough favor to get a Carnivora in there, which will make the dive much easier.
He's getting the upgrade too. It makes this a little better too.
Question is whether this is going to strike quick enough. One scary thing is if he keeps upgrading those citizens into heroes, you can't place the Carnivora aggressively, right? Otherwise, it
That's
just
true.
gets deleted.
Yep. He's even walling up. He's preparing for this.
He knows. He doesn't know about the Oracle, though. He might be suspicious because else, how did your opponent drop a Carnivora there, right? Like, that kind of gave it away. Walls everywhere, so he's going to keep doing it. We have got more of the citizens being upgraded in the meantime.
Little wall up again. He's got time.
He really needs some military units, though. This is getting scary.
He's got a couple of ballistas in there. Look at that. That's more than enough to fight 60 pop.
You hope. Going to find out soon. We have got more production buildings at least being built here.
He's trying to save up for the next age, but... Ugh.
The problem is if you reveal the Cairo Ballista, they might just get dove. And yeah, shots come out. So, okay. We see the Cairo Ballista. What's the counter to this? Let's just run away from them to the other economy.
He's going to dive the TC.
This is quite early. Move towards the garrison. Carnivore does get committed, so there we go. Galadriel will be able to heal up. The limited damage being done here. A few of the Murmillos should start falling, though.
He's going to lose it.
He's going to definitely lose it. There's no protecting this. Did he actually get the citizens out? I don't think he did.
He did,
right?
yeah, somewhere around the back.
He shuffled some. I think he garrisoned 3 or 4 inside, though. Yep, they're trying to leave now. Don't mind us. Yep, you just keep hitting that building. Nothing to see here.
I like how he's teleporting the mana that they can jump into it if he needs to as well. It's kind of funny.
I feel like that might have revealed that he's leaving. So
maybe
Terma are going to chase on.
Nothing to see here.
How did they all get away with that? Just look like trees, boys. Just look like trees.
Just smile and wave.
I'd like to imagine the Murmillo like, oh, that donkey looks so too cute to kill, guys.
Well, he has a good eco right now. He's going into the heroic age, and I guess we'll see. Can Thaddeus spam? Like, what's he going to do here?
Hyperion coming in. I mean, your opponent has built an army.
Yeah.
Perfect for Hyperion in the situation. So I'm starting to feel like Tunison might have to back off. This is a bit risky with the dive.
Doesn't have too. I mean, he had enough base damage to kill a TC, but diving under the towers and everything else, I don't know about that one.
I mean, Caladriel count isn't insane, right? Just 2. We'll get some heals out. Terma on Terma in the meantime. A little bit of a risky dive, right? The Terma aren't going to be as tanky, sustainable as the Murmillo here.
So he needs to build another temple now so we can actually get his myth unit when he ages up.
Let's build it on the backside. Cairo Ballista are just backing up.
That's a barracks, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, who needs myth units?
Yeah, who needs it? Who needs a free... No, I'm sorry, 2 free myth units. He's Chronos.
I'm outnumbered.
He's just getting dived on, and this is bad.
I think this is
thinning through.
I mean, thinning is like to the extreme of you're already gone pretty much bald on your head, but you're holding onto that little outcropping around the sides. You're like, I'm not bald yet. No, you're there. Like you were hairless, right? You have no hair.
Ooh,
Chaos comes in. Can the Satyr do enough here though? Carnivore is going to be sprung into action. I don't feel like that was enough chaos damage to really turn this straight away. It's going to force a reset though.
He's running. Where is it going?
He's not aging up, so...
No, I meant the satyr. He's just running in a circle doing a donut. Wasn't fighting or anything. Yeah, where's he going too?
Wow.
Where's Tunison going?
Well, he doesn't have any hero units. If you look at his formation, he has no hero units, and we've seen what satyrs can do to mass blobs, right?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't have enough time. I think the problem with that dive for Tunison is he led with the Terma, not with the Murmillo, so they actually got thinned out. And they're not able to now snipe the satyrs, so he has to reset, take it a bit slower, but still has good control here. Gold has been spotted out. The Oracle snitching on it. Satyr shots are going to come in, though, and immediately make him regret it. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Juicy.
This is bait. This is bait of the highest proportion.
Yeah, he just wants him to come out.
Right now, Tunison looks like a mackerel that can't resist the reel.
29 military to 98.
And it's holding. It's actually holding.
Well,
that's the absurdity of this.
It's mentally holding. I don't know if it could physically hold the push, but I guess we'll see. He has 3. He's got a few heroes in there now.
He's got 3 satyrs. Good shot through.
To run. Oh no.
Trying to like forest, but not running
he's got
fast
a couple
enough.
Arcus.
Yeah, but they're not killing quick enough.
No, they're not.
Satyrs, I mean, you kind of need to body block with the villagers, but wow, he actually hesitates to go in, so Satyrs will survive this.
Yeah, that's not good for him. Having the Satyrs alive.
The citizens, though. Is this going to work again? Almost all the citizens once again get away from an entire enemy army. Satyr shots come in again.
Work. Yep.
This unit is not looking balanced in this fight right now. Mamilo's heroed up, or at least diving in. But he
Turn
can't
around,
get
fight
him.
again. Wow.
This has this has an
look at
expiration
Villagers.
date,
He's
right?
down in villager count, but not by much.
No, this surely has an expiration date where this stops working for Matador. Surely.
Let's look, he's gonna start backing up here.
Okay, he has been spotted.
He wants to go for that southern gold, but he got caught. He's
Shivs out, boys. Shivs out. Have you ever noticed when citizens attack, the donkey kind of headbutts slightly as well?
He's helping.
I don't know if it's because the arm is pulling the lead, but like legit, the donkey's like.
He lost another citizen.
2 down.
Oh no, here comes 2 Murmelo, run!
Okay, so that's going to be a huge eco deficit.
Yeah,
The type
no
that I
gold
don't
coming in at
think
all.
you come back from. This has been a wild opening game. Like Kronos trying to eco boom Gaia.
Yeah,
and Gaia all-inning you.
Try to beat Guy at Gaia's own game. Did not work.
This is an upgrade to get the win
Another
with the
Valor.
fight from
Oh
Miller.
my god. Turn around and finish
We-
it. Why is
We are
he stopping?
scraping the bottom of the barrel at this point.
Yeah, this
Like this, you know when you should open a new tub of butter for that toast. You're like, and then you eat it. You're like, man, that's the most bready toast I've ever eaten. That's where we're at right now. He's gonna try to go back to work.
boy.
The main army is here and ready to party. Tunison starting to stockpile resources as well, so he might be heading to Age 3 soon.
nothing here looks good for Matador.
I mean, he has an army,
He's got something.
and the Seiya count is like what 4 now?
I do like the Arcus though. I like these Arcus.
Okay, that was a big hit.
that was huge. Actually.
He needs a second though.
Yeah, do another little volley like that.
Yeah, just punt it. He's
Oh,
backing
no.
up now. But the hero Thomas.
are through. Sanders.
2 Seiya's going to be going down. I think this is it. This is the break point. If he got another volley out and cleared the Mamilos, maybe. But he's going to lose all the myth units. And that was his one hope, his one way of holding here. And it's dead.
Yeah, the Satyrs were like the one thing that I was kind of clinging on to hope for him, but they're gone.
Now it's just pretty much a dying man refusing to
Yep.
curl over. Like, you ain't get my inheritance that
mental
easily.
warfare.
Pretty
You
impressive
don't
game, though.
have me beat yet. You don't have me beat yet.
And remember the draft, we were saying like it's important for Tunison to get this opening game because the draft didn't look like it favored him. Matador had really good picks for remaining maps. So this is definitely promising to get us a full-length series. Actually, with this type of performance, maybe Tunison even capable of a 2-0.
Matador didn't hear no bell.
I mean, like El Matador sounds like something bull-related, right? And he is wearing the red, so... in his mind, he's not fighting Tunison, he's fighting himself. This is like me when I was...
Here we go.
This is like me when I was 10 years old. I'm like, Arcus is an OP, man. Just built for
Yeah,
him.
that's right.
More range units.
Oh.
It's going to be diving. I mean, if he somehow comes back from this, this will exceed the Mr. game.
No. He's not coming back. Oh, no.
I mean, you say that. Tunison is still not aging up.
That's true. That's true.
Another
He's
donkey with
killing
the
more
afterlife.
villagers. These poor citizens.
There needs to be like some sort of charity giving thing, you know? Donate to like donkeys. That's what we need. Yeah, we need to do a charity drive.
He's baited him away from the base.
If you just donated 10 gold, you could save a donkey's life.
That's right.
Because we'd be able to afford more Arcuses to protect them.
Every 10 gold you spend saves one donkey. Just a blob of stuff from Tunison.
In staggered formation as well. He's fully aware of the one way he could lose this right now.
It's like, no, you have no jokes for you.
The fundamental flaw of this idea, though, is you're using melee units. So no matter how hard you try to keep them apart, they have a habit of stacking up.
Show him who's boss. Kill his oracle.
Yes, we can beat an unarmed man.
Yeah.
Take his gold.
Confidence booster. Oh, look at that blob.
Now run, boys.
Put in some work. Yeah.
Camillo trying to frontline. Another say it gets sniped there. It's just too many hero termas here.
It's an army of hero termas.
I feel like Matador is just sitting in a dark basement wearing questionable gear going
Yeah, I mean,
more
that
right
was
now. There we go. Finally.
that was a painful death right
We
there.
found the safe word
Oh,
GG. Game
yeah.
1 done. Oof, well, that's a mental reset required. Matador
He was
definitely.
warming his hands up. He was warming his hands up for that. That's all it was.
I mean, I'm wondering if he had to take that approach. I guess sort of guy can repel you quite well. In
Mhm.
theory, that I liked the opening. It was a really cool opening with the feigned pressure into boom. The
Mhm.
problem is Tunison's just really good with his oracle placements. Like sticking them on the flanks, seeing that coming. I think it was kind of unfortunate maybe that the settlements are there, but I feel like your opponent's always looking for that area. Um, Props to him. I don't think many people would have looked for like a second town center against Kronos necessarily in that matchup, but
You know, he found it and he got it. That perfect oracle placement that was great in
mhm.
the
And he
beginning.
had it ready north and south side. It's weird
Mhm.
because you're in a position where you have to take these wider oracle placements because otherwise the Prometheans snipe you. But it actually served the higher purpose there.
Absolutely. That was pretty balanced eco overall, interestingly enough. Well, no, gold was that.
Was
Well, the
for
gold was
for a few
pretty
moments.
significant. Matador got the most wood, though. That's what counts.
Wow. The count is going up in favor of Tunison here, but Matador diving deeper should theoretically have a favorable draft. Next up, we've got Tundra. Ra versus Odin.
It's gonna be a really nice open map for Odin here.
Hmm. I'm
Mhm.
trying to think how the second town center is going to spawn sometimes, because you can get that. We actually had it earlier today. You can get the corner spawn. So, for
Yeah.
example, like on the example map where red is, you can get one in the southern corner there.
Mhm.
Um, that could give Ra some sort of boom potential, but I don't think you rush towards it either way. But
Ra might just stay on one, and then Odin is gonna either play a lot of age 2 or go to heroic age, and then maybe push with like walking trees or something.
we have seen the problem is like when that will at least get you value out of the bullets, right? With the
Yeah.
priest, but the big problem is you're not getting any value earlier, right? So like if Odin does this kind of committal in the earlier age, Raw has looked a bit underwhelming in the Norse matchups what we're seeing, but
Yeah.
let's find out. It's time to hop
Norse
in.
has been good.
Can Tunison make it a 2-0? Or is it going to be a bite back? We hop into game number 2. Tunison will be taking to Tundra Rivra.
And in the bottom left, red hand, the red hand player.
The red hand player.
That's right. That's right.
He's
El
hoping.
Matador playing as Odin.
Yeah, and
Tongue
he's
twister.
going to be hoping that his hands are covered in red blood, belonging to his enemy here, because
It's a lot
this
of
is
hunt.
it's not a hunt, and he's going to need every part of it. 'Cause remember, guys, this is elimination on the line. Matador, he drops the game here. He is out of Genesis Retold.
Yep. This is the losers bracket, guys. So if you lose one of these series, you are out.
Yeah, none of this hand holding crap. We don't call it low bracket. You had to lose to get here. Don't know why that became a thing. There's some kind of idea of like it's more positive. You know, we want to spread positive notions.
Ah.
We don't want to call them losers. Like, well, technically, like they did lose to
Just
get
yeah,
here.
they're not losers. They're just below me on the lower bracket. That sounds.
Yeah,
I don't think I like that anymore.
like yeah. So like you might as well call it like so. It's upper lower is like upper class, lower class. Like,
That makes it worse, man.
so I'm either a loser or I'm poor. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Just beneath me.
What
Oh,
relics did we
man.
get in this game? I'm noticing settlement placements are kind of funky, actually, especially for Matador.
A small trickle of favor. I like it. Okay.
We're not easily amused.
Yeah,
Eh,
range
I
love
mean,
with answer. Okay, I like that. That's a good one.
entertain me. I like
That's
the-
that's
or
good if like you're getting harassed a lot. You don't have to worry about your villagers getting blackbarred and then having to pull them away because they just heal up.
or just don't get attacked, right? Yeah, the action we're going to take here. Don't lose. Just don't need to actually have that healing. The one thing I love
Exactly.
here is this is a very safe and easy to access second
Mm,
settlement. We yell out this in the
yeah.
pre-game. This can happen. The only unfortunate nature
There's
of it
no
is,
gold.
yeah, there is practically nothing there. Actually, there's some
Yeah.
hunt in the corner and some trees. Congrats.
He might go for that TC. I mean, there's gold up there, but it's not as easily defendable.
No, you're so far apart if you do that.
Yeah.
Especially if Odin plays into raiding cav.
Which I would assume he's going to do, but again, you never know. At this level, players like to do different things sometimes, throw people off.
Yeah, so we caught Rappel versus Matador doing this, right, in the upper bracket. This was the one game we hopped into that series for while we were waiting. So it was an interesting dance. In that game, we had Rappel on Ra, and he played into Mass Wedgets, right? And just tried to play the slow con, while Odin played Mass Cav and delay.
Yep. Just
Wonder
delayed.
if we're going to get a similar approach. I'm not really sure what else you could do, because presumably Matador is going to go Cav. It just seems like a natural move for Odin.
Yeah. It's so good. I mean, I get the whole thing of trying different things out, but like, it's so good. I think you just do it anyway. Like, even if your opponent knows it's coming, just do it. Get the raiding cav out, harass, do what you can, keep the Raw on their one base, right, and go from there. If you
The
can,
logic is you can dodge your roll counter, right? Like, it just gives you an edge. Yes, your opponent can come counter that while they're still dancing around their base. So yeah, Cav just always feels good. It's very rarely feels like a bad choice.
Exactly. Even if you're getting fully countered, like the mobility, and if your opponent is fully countering you, it's usually just like spearman and stuff. They can't really push you too much with that.
Upgrades coming in. We are going to have Freyr coming. And well, we're basically just getting the stand here, aren't we? So nothing out of the meta. Wow, we're repeating history. We've seen this before.
Ah.
Hope you people are fans of Hot Tour.
Oh, I am.
Oh, sorry, Sphinx. I'm an idiot. It was too late in the evening.
Oh, okay, so no, I trusted you.
I tested you. That was definitely a test. So Sphinx, this is very different then. We could have a tempo approach from both sides. Aren't Valkyries quite good at dealing with Sphinxes though?
Valkyries are good at all like early game myth units. They have a nice, I think it's a 2x multiplier against myth units, so usually pretty good. Thought it was.
Might be Tunison's going.
The 3x, that's right.
Jesus. All right, I think Tunison might have to play like a timing play here.
That's right, they buffed it. That's right, I forgot about that.
Don't play the Sphinx out too fast. Kind of skirt it. Okay, or you could find your opponent being greedy. What? And the timing on that as well, because the tech upgrade only came in about 5 seconds ago. Meanwhile, this is an underwhelming dive by comparison.
Yeah, that's not nearly as good as the Sphinx dive. It never is.
We have answered the question. Cat beats pony.
Yeah, apparently.
That's when its paws are as big as a hoof. You know what that is? That's like natural grown versus lab grown.
Oh.
Yeah, I found out recently. Like apparently Japanese samurai were not very tall. They rode like tiny ponies. Wow. Yeah.
Is he trying to? Why did he stop? Oh no.
I think he got a bit distracted elsewhere. Interesting. The Sphinx came home for this. I guess he's just waiting for that timing, right? Because you can't be out with one because we mentioned the Valkyrie will beat you. Yes, a warning tornado, and don't you ever come back.
Stay away.
Well, he won't stay away though. He's trying to approach her.
Hall coming up. So yeah, it's pure cav. Well, a few Hasil in there, but this is it for the most part.
Keys are getting strong. It might even be worth having a priest just to top off any injured ones here, as the damage is quite negligible, but will add up over time.
I mean, you spend that much upgrade, resources on upgrades for the Sphinx, you might as well try to keep him alive as long as you can.
I think the thing for Matador is this is more of a delay strat, whereas Tunison, yes, he's delaying, but there's clearly an attack point coming in, right? That's always the threat with the Eclipse play. There's going to be a hit on the backside. Looks like one of the villagers is going to get pinched. So the raids are starting to connect here. Matador will force him off the tree line as well.
What are those? I don't understand what's going on there.
Oh, you know what it is? It's like the kitty. Oh, pause that. Forest fire coming in.
Yep.
It's going to stand his ground on this. Takes out another villager before escaping. One of the raid cav are going to go down. Spearman. Wait. No. Oh, that was close.
He made it out.
Okay,
barely, but he made it.
So I can explain what's happening with the Sphinxes. They're just like, it's like kitty litter, you know? They're just kicking it up and over the mess.
Okay, so he's just gonna chill out here in the middle right now. Again, he's got the 2 halls up, and he's just pumping out raiding cav right now. So it's gonna be Spearman, I think, from Tunison for a while.
Yeah. The technical reason, by the way, why those Sphinxes keep tornadoing like that is there is a trick you can do where you can tornado and move, right? It's not normal behavior, and it's like, I think he's just trying to make that happen in the given moments, because it's obviously manual casting. Manual casting better than auto, by the way. Always.
Of course.
Always.
They're about 54 military to 67. There's still an Eclipse that can be used if you want, unless he wants to save it for the heroic age, obviously, but we'll see.
I think we're gonna get mass axe throws makes sense here. Like that's why he's building the houses that way. He's trying to create small funnel points. It's a bit scary against sphinxes.
Oh,
If they
that's
get
a
in,
really good
oof.
choke. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by that. The Sphinx do so much AoE.
Especially 3 of them at this stage.
Oh yeah.
And we've still got the eclipse to worry about, right? So like that is a ticking time bomb waiting to happen. Whereas you've already used your strong point. You've already used the burning forest.
Let's not get carried away and call that a strong point. Let's.
What, eclipse?
No.
That's an OP point. There we go. Gets activated.
Fire. I was talking about. Let's not get carried away.
Hey, it's very powerful against nature.
Yeah.
And now it looks like natural selection's kicking in. The kitties.
So good. Oh,
he grabs them all.
God!
Pushes away. Heavy damage done. He baits out the hearses. He pushes away the cavalry in the meantime. And remember, he's still got a whole minute of eclipse to play with. A lot of full production here too.
50.
It's an overwhelming lead. I mean, what do you do here as Odin? You haven't got a god power that now switcheroos. Like, what's your play? Let me just duplicate the deer for you.
Run across the map and trade.
If only we had, like, you know what we need? We need a swarm of crocodiles.
Oh, there you go.
And then you duplicate them. And then, no, there's no immediate gotcha turnaround for Odin. He has to methodically claw his way out of this hole.
Mm-hmm.
20 seconds still to go, and the military blow is getting scary.
He's just losing a bunch of infrastructure now, too.
Yeah, the other worrisome issue is like we're reaching a stage where Egypt's going to need more gold. They will have access to that gold. And what that then leads into is natural tech play, right? When you're pop lock, there's nowhere else to go.
Exactly. Build 4 TCs.
Catch up, yeah.
That's right.
So, kiss the boo-boos better here. We're up to 5 of these sphinxes now.
He's going to go for a raid. He's going to try. There's actually something up there in the blue, right?
Yeah, so there's gathering on the hunt. Yeah. But it looks like he's going to take a slow approach. This is just to secure the gold. Need to be careful. 3 sphinxes could catapult those dwarves into a tree line.
Ah, the one throwing axeman.
He's like, if my team won't win this game, I will.
I got this.
Hold my beer, then I can throw 2 axes.
Exactly.
Sphinxes. Oh, might be a freebie there on the workers building that. He's believing in himself. You know, he's been on one of those motivational pep talk rallies. You can do it, you just don't believe enough.
Big army from Tunison.
Yeah, the Hearse account is not inspiring confidence here.
Here, kitty. Hey, look how many Sphinx he has.
We've got an appetite for dwarves. Nom, nom, nom. Not going to hang around, though. Pulls back.
He didn't pull away. I like it.
And the army size, though. This is only going one way. He's wrapping around the back now.
Yep. Oh, isn't he?
He's going to spin like a Beyblade. Here we go. About to recharge. No getting away from that quick enough. And that should be GG.
20 military to 20. That is... Oh, he's still going.
I mean, he's going to have the life sucked out of him, right? This is his last game, his last moment in Genesis Retold. If he falls here, he is gone eternal. There's nothing left of him. Wow. I mean, El Matador, I thought we were going to get to see a little bit more of him here, but
Yeah,
Tunison...
we're going to go to a game 3, but...
I'm impressed, though. I think Tunison made great adjustments. Our big issue in the upper bracket was the killer instinct. He's shown that it is there, right? Maybe he weaved around it a little bit longer than necessary, but he understood that it was just leading to a bigger, stronger victory here. And it means that in the lower bracket, Fox's Tunison will keep his hopes alive. Matador will be our first player eliminated from the main event of Genesis Retold.
Wow. Not yet.
No. Sorry. You know what, dude? Like, this is what editors are for. You just cut the end in. And
yeah, exactly.
Like, you skipped 5 minutes of gameplay. It's like, do you really want to watch him for 5 minutes walk 2 dwarves around? All right. This is not a Lord of the Rings adventure, my friends. He's dead. Gone. GG. That is it. So, quick end to our first lower bracket series of the day. Whew.
I enjoyed both those games, though.
I did. They had their own quirks.
Yes, that's right.
I don't know, man. I think the Sphinx play, like it's interesting, right? Like, because usually we talk about this eclipse timing, you have to do everything there, but you see just how eclipse, if it can just force your opponent off of vital resources, it's a good enough win.
And also, if it forces them to retreat and you have mobility and you just get free damage, I mean, you're just going up behind him, hitting him over and over and over again. And we saw that Sphinx ran ahead, remember, and it hit all those units. That was so good.
I like to imagine that what's happened there, the reason why the cats move so fast, is that some man had been across the map with the curling kits to like buffer the floor. And
Mhm.
it's just a cat on laminate flooring at that point, sliding around the room. I mean, I don't know how else to explain why cats move that fast. No
The
input?
speedy kitty.
I mean, the alternative is we are juicing those cats up on something. I don't know what, though. So, yeah, lower bracket. Tunison is going to head through to the next round. So he'll be waiting in the round of 8 for the loser bracket.